Good morning. Let's go find some coffee. Got a coffee. Let's see what we're gonna do today. So the plan for today, we're gonna go see that Bust of Keys with Ben Franklin. Rather, the Ben Franklin Bust of Keys. I'm just like right around the block from it. And then 9 a.m. is a tour at Independence Hall, which according to the website takes about 15 minutes. And then we're gonna hit the Chemical Heritage Museum. And then after that, we're going to Pat and Geno, and we're going to try 2 different cheesesteaks. It's going to be a lot, because I can't eat a whole cheesesteak. But I'll try. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this coffee, and then get up back on the sidewalk.
On behalf of the National Park Service, I'd like to welcome you to the Pennsylvania State House. How many of you expected me to say Independence Hall?
Off to the Chemical History Museum, also known as the Science History Museum. Growing up, I had one of these in my house. No, it did not work.
is a typical sailor's jacket. It was always short. Everything was wool, you know, and it was short so they could climb the ropes for the sails. And this is a hat that was typically worn. Sometimes they wore what's called beanies today, the wool caps, but they would wear a hat like this as well with the bow in the back. Now this is typical of Marblehead soldiers, and they were from Massachusetts, and they helped George Washington cross the Delaware, and he also used them to escape from the British on Long Island in thick fog because they were excellent sailors and better at sailing than they were at a musket. This is a very special regiment. This was the 1st Rhode Island Regiment, and this piece wants to flap down, but I found out if I put it on my head, it doesn't fall. And the Rhode Island Regiment was made up of Black and Native Americans who were given, particularly the enslaved African Americans, they were given their freedom if they joined this regiment, this 1st Rhode Island Regiment. And they were also, it was called the Slave Enlistment Act. So if you enlisted, you would be able to get your freedom. They did fight at Yorktown, which was the last big battle. Cartridge box that was surplus from French and Indian War that was given to the soldiers, and this is where the cartridges would go, which had a lead ball and gunpowder in it wrapped in like newspaper, and you would shove that down the barrel, and then you would use a rod to make sure it was all the way down. So there was between 5,000 and 7,000 enlisted African Americans in the Revolution, fighting for the revolutionary side, but there were 20,000 that fought for the British because the British promised them all freedom, and we did not promise them all freedom. There was that one in Rhode Island, but other than that, no. The Dunmore Proclamation was given by Governor Dunmore in Virginia, and the thing with that was he was a loyalist, so any enslaved peoples who could carry a gun could sign up and get their freedom, but that meant they were fighting for Great Britain. So most of the African American soldiers were actually fighting for Great Britain, and that we do know that several of them got their freedom. We know of at least 3,000. There's a book that has 3,000 names. Some went to Nova Scotia, Canada, some went to England, and some went to Sierra Leone in West Africa.
I don't know that.
But this is really cool because it's a replica of George Washington's standard, the flag that he flew in camp at war. And the original is silk, and it is so faded that the blue is almost white. So we can't display it anymore. It's in our archives. But this flag went to outer space with John Glenn, so that makes it kind of special.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope that was fun for you. It's very interesting. Now it's time to go and get some Philly cheesesteaks. A little bit of the sun is out.
Everybody tell me that I'm your people. I'm just like people.
Like, there's a big Turkish theme. Is that fair to say? The man who runs it is white and has an accent. And not like that kind.
Israeli.
Not that kind.
Great job. Thank you so much. Okay, so that was fucking cool. Lots of awesome art. I don't want to have to carry a bunch around, so I was making sure to get all their booth names on camera. So if I see stuff I want, or you see stuff you want, I can go online and get it. Because probably most of them have an Etsy shop. Definitely they all have some sort of internet presence. Anyway, off to Geno's. Or Pat's. Pat's and Geno's. My Airbnb, it doesn't have the shower's not working, so I think I'm gonna go to CVS and get some bubble bath. Well, since Geno's is the first one I'm up to, Geno's is gonna be the first one. And then you can see right down there is Pat's. So we're gonna go here first.
All of the full
I'll do it. Okay,
show.
Out of Pat's. That line over there, not so bad right now, but I heard somebody standing in line saying in the evening time it's wrapped all the way around the building. Okay, I've got Pat's and I got Geno's. Pat's took credit cards, but with I think it was a 3.5% credit card tax or whatever on top of that. Geno's was cash only. I don't think I got any napkins, so this is gonna be messy. Geno's. It was a whiz with. With means with the onions. I'm gonna tear off this end. Sorry. Pat's whiz with. This is so messy, you guys. This is so messy. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat a little of this. And I'm gonna take it back to the Airbnb because there's no fucking way. This is way too messy. Geno's first. I'm gonna do Geno's first. This is Geno's. The bread is really chewy. If you don't know about Pat and Geno's, go ahead and do a YouTube search. You'll find a lot of people comparing them. They both have a claim that they're the original and the best Philly cheesesteaks in town. So that's what I'm here checking out. Oh man, I wish I had napkins. Gotta wipe my hands on the bottom of my pants. All right. Next we have that. Okay, right away, the meat's not as good. You can definitely taste the beef, if you know what I mean. It's definitely a bit drier, even though opening it up seemed like it was a lot sloppier. This is a good place for some people watching. There's a park across the street. I really wanted to go sit on a picnic table to do this and have some privacy, but I couldn't see how to get in. I'm gonna wrap these up. This one, Geno's. Wrapping up Geno's. I'm gonna have one more crack at Pat's. I don't know, you guys. They're just both so good. You know. I still think Geno's is just a little bit better, but I'd be happy with both. If you don't have cash on hand, then go to Pat's. You can use a credit card. But I think if I had to pick coming back, I'd pick Geno's. I don't know if that's the right answer. Is that the right answer? Okay. I'm gonna wrap these up. Hit the road. I'm gonna go to the Italian market next and check out some of the food there. I had a list. I was gonna get some fresh made pasta because I was gonna make some pasta from Sinesco tomorrow night, and I was gonna make some pork chops tonight and do a video for you guys on that. But I'm gonna have all this cheesesteak. So probably what I'm gonna be just eating for the rest of the day is this cheesesteak. But I still want to stop by the Italian market and see if I can find something cool. So let's do that. So I think that was actually the market. That's the market. It's just a bunch of shops. So I'm gonna go back through, check out some places. Definitely gonna find some cannolis. Something for dessert to go with all those cheesecakes in my bag. And honestly, I have to go back to the terminal market to pick something up, so I might just wait until then so I don't have to carry things so far. Because it's like gonna be another 1.5 to 2 miles to get back to my Airbnb. But we'll see. We'll see if I come across something. Philadelphia is definitely a place you can take many trips to and probably just never see everything you want to see if you're like me. Yeah, so the Italian market's more like a district than like a one spot location. Do I go to the House of Cheese? I don't know, man. Thank you. Thanks so much. The iced breve with sugar-free vanilla that I just got from this place is probably the best one I've ever had in my life. And breves are my favorite coffee drink. So now I just have to walk this way for about a half an hour. If I see something cool, I'll let you know. That must be some kind of pizzeria. Look at that line. Welcome to the end of the video. I have a chest cold, so I'm going to be a bit congested here, but I just wanted to stop and say I am so sorry for all of my videos not having endings. I think that because I shot so much footage all day that by the time I got back to my Airbnb, I was just so tired. And in addition, the Airbnb had a few lights out in the kitchen, and so the lighting in there was terrible, so I wasn't able to actually do any cooking videos, which I wanted to do. Anyway, so I just wanted to stop by and say I'm sorry. None of these videos I think are gonna have endings. They just kind of bleed into the next day, into the next day. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying my content. I hope you come back for the next video next week, which is day 4 of my Philadelphia adventures, and it's the last day. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day.